It is proof that chocolate can bring you back from the dead. Look who knows so much. Isn't it? Your friend is only mostly dead. If chocolate could really bring you back to life, you'll live forever.
Oh. She's looking at it.
It won't even bring you back from the dead.
That's not true. Those little... Alright, fine. It's on now. May the better man win.
Or woman.
May the one who wrote our script win. Okay, the one who can read our script. No one's still with her. Hey, look, Samuri. Give that back! You're like a girl.
Just like you would know.
I meant that in a kind way. Fight! Young man, give me that knife. See? Cheech and Chong. Laughter. We should fight so you can laugh at me some more. You ready? Okay, you better be ready.
Stop stalling.
I've heard that before. No.
Let's not go there again.
I know. Really? This is starting to look like our first date. No. Okay, now it looks like our honeymoon.
Alright, will you help us if we let you do the last part of the show?
Absolutely!
Okay.
But I need help. You knew that already. That's not what I meant.
Alright, folks. For the final part of the show today, we actually need an audience volunteer. Somebody ridiculously crazy.
That would be all of them. Like, right here.
Extremely excited that wanted this to be their last day on the planet. There's still hands in there. Alright, the
Wait a
one that's
minute,
gonna
I
fall
get
off
some
his chair.
say
Come
in who
here.
goes first.
Come here, buddy. Come on up with us. What's your name, big guy? This is Nathan.
Turn around, Nathan. The audience is that way.
Everybody say hi, Nathan. Hi, Nathan. Now everybody say bye, Nathan. Bye, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan. Come stand here.
You see, on the
Right here.
battlefield,
Turn around. Don't move.
the samurai tested their skill in battle against each other, other armored opponents that they cut down. After the Tokugawa shogunate took power in roughly 1600, there weren't a lot of large-scale pitched battles any longer. The samurai had to find a new way to test their skills. What they settled on was the practice of tsujigiri. Tsujigiri, as literally translated as Japanese gets, means
Peasant cutting. And it means just what you think it means. How you doing, bud? Do you see the stand right here? Do you see the spike? Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to climb up on the stand, and then I want you to sit right there and don't move, okay? We'll do the rest. Now, while Nathan's getting ready, let me tell you about this. Right, while Nathan's getting ready, you're killing my show. As if I'm not doing it enough damage. How many of you want to see me cut with a 700-year-old sword? Raise your hand. The customer is always right. You don't understand. Now, Smart aleck. Alright, fine. He was stunt double.
Again?
Tom Cruise. I mean, actually he's taller than him.
Alright. Hello to Nathan 2.0.
Hi, Nathan 2.0.
These guys are so literal.
Say
We say, hi, Nathan 2.0, and everybody says, hi, Nathan 2.0.
Alright, for Nathan 1.0, who's still alive, we have an award for being silly enough to come up here and volunteer for Sujigiri.
It's a Darwin Award. I mean,
No! It's an honorary badge with a picture on it. That'd be the stick figure cut in half. And the button that says, I volunteered for Sujigiri. Everybody give him a hand. Now, as silly as it is, that isn't something that we made up just as shtick for our show. It was actually legal in Japan for over 10 years for the samurai to practice Sujigiri. Now, remember that this was 16th century Japan. 10 years of living in fear of going outside for fear that the samurai would just cut you down where you were. This was before indoor plumbing. So, after Sujigiri was abolished, and we'll skip the couple other transitions of using prisoners and executed prisoners.
and zombies. Forget zombies. Zombies. Dead bodies. They staked them out on the ground so they couldn't move. Because, you know, zombies move slow, but they do move. So they would tie their hands and feet together. Didn't we do that? No! So the samurai used to test their swords on dead bodies, and then after that became gauche. That's French. They made that illegal. What they settled on was this. This is rice straw. You know, rice being a staple of Japanese agriculture. They use its products for everything. What they discovered was that if you gather rice straw into bundles and tie it off with these authentic 16th century rubber bands, I'm lazy. They gathered it into bundles and soaked it in water. The water would soak into the fibers so that it would swell and gain weight and density until it took on the approximate characteristics of Nathan! And it won't wimp out and run away. Move. So this became something that 450 years later, samurai are still testing their skills with a sword. Now, what I'd like to point out, this is a 700-year-old hand-forged, differentially heat-treated samurai katana. It's valued at about $25,000. It should cut through a handful of weeds. Duh. If you go to Walmart, buy a $7 machete, if it's ground properly, it'll cut through weeds too. That's what it was made for. What the samurai are looking for is a little bit more than just, will it cut through the weeds? They were looking for accuracy. Those big, sloppy figure-8 cuts that you see when you're staying up late at night watching reruns of Conan on Cinemax. Am I the only one that does that? That guy does. My hero! Next time, bring popcorn. They're doing the double feature because they did a really bad sequel too. Actually, they did, didn't they? Anyway, those big sloppy figure-8 cuts didn't work very well on the battlefield because of the way the armor was built, and frankly, just how our own bodies are constructed. Coming in too flat like that, sometimes your opponent would be injured but not incapacitated. So the samurai were aiming a little bit steeper, about a 35-degree angle on their downward cuts. And now that I've told off on myself, I'm going to demonstrate this, and I want you to watch, and if my angles look like they're off, please feel free to come up and tell me all about it after the show. I love criticism. Downward diagonal. Hey!
Throwing stuff.
Now the samurai didn't just cut down. Because armor was designed to protect from the top down, the samurai would also try to cut upwards because of that. There were vulnerable spots in the armor. For example, the samurai, they rode horses, they were cavalry. So what that meant was they had a divided metal apron called a haidate, metal on the outside, but not on the inside of their thigh, because if you've spent any time on a horse, you know wearing something on the inside of your thigh chafes. So no metal armor on the inside of their thigh, and as luck would have it, the femoral artery runs right up the... What?
This is still technically a family show. It doesn't seem like it, but it is.
So the sex jokes are okay, but anatomy jokes are wrong.
Actually, they're pretty similar.
Back to your corner. Fine. Sheesh. If you take the big shiny sharp thing and you slam it against the inside of someone's leg, bad things will happen. So same angle, but upward rising cuts. Hey! Nathan! A leg! What do you call a girl with one leg and what the... I mean...
Wait, so that happen?
Upward angle, other side. Yeah! A matching pair! And for those of you who've ever seen a samurai movie, or a Samurai Jack episode, at the end of the episode, big climactic fight scene, there's the bad guy. He's big, he's scary, he's got bad breath, barely speaks English. Yeah, I know, it sounds like the former governor of California. But, I mean, he's got a sword up over his head and he's flying towards the camera going, ah! Don't videotape that part. That's always the picture of me that ends up online too. If you go to ASIN, Anime Chicago last year, 2010, there's a picture of me on main stage going.
We're gonna freeze it and pull the picture out.
See our special martial arts presenter. But while the governor's flying, I mean the bad guy's flying towards the camera, on the other side is the good guy, the hero of our story. Better looking, speaks English, probably gets the girl at the end. Hi, sweetie. Okay, maybe he doesn't. But he's waiting on the other side to end the governor's part in the show. Like the bad guy. One of these days we'll do a show where he's an act. Waiting to end his part in the movie by cutting him in half when he lands. Go!
Rolled right off the stage.
That was your head, Nate. Don't ask why his legs are higher than his head.
His legs are in the middle of it.
It's an ostrich thing. No! So, this is what are you doing?
It's my turn.
She told me to.
Nobody wants to see you cut with a sword.
I do.
What is wrong with you people?
Girls aren't.
Same thing that's
You're
wrong
not
with
even
you.
cleared to use a real sword, are you? Weren't the police really specific after last time?
That was only in Florida. We're in Kansas. We're good here.
Alright, fine. How many of you want to see her cut with a sword? How many of you want to see her do something incredibly dangerous with a sword? How many of you want to see her do something incredibly dangerous and stupid with a sword? How many of you want to see her do something incredibly dangerous and stupid with a sword and put my life at risk at the same time? Sadist. Alright, fine.
Probably mine.
Here's what we'll do. Do you remember that upwards cut I was trying to describe and the censors took all the fun out of my show? I'm going to perform that cut again. I'm going to cut up through the target, and my lovely and talented wife is going to cut the piece that I cut off. She's going to cut it in half in midair before it hits the ground. Without hitting me.
Aww.
You guys are never so excited about that part.
If you try without hitting you, up.
Yes, dear. Not like your first husband. Samurai Bob. It was a lake, never mind. Alright, so you got this figured out.
Yep.
I'm going to cut up through the target, and you're going to whip that sword around and cut that piece in half before it hits the ground. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? I'm not. Hold on.
What are you doing? Praying?
It couldn't hurt. All right. So if you're going to take pictures, I want you to be ready. This does not take very long. What? Yeah, once I get started, it doesn't take long. You ready? Sure? Okay. Hey!
Yeah, they did it last time. I'm pretty sure.
Shomini, right? Which, as you all by now know, is an ancient Japanese curse. That if you do not come back tomorrow, it's a 3-day con. We have to be here. You have to be here. If you do not come back tomorrow and catch our stage show at, when are we on? Noon. For those of you who are actually at the con, that's roughly the time you're going to wake up because housekeeping is going to be knocking on your door. Wake up, check out of your room, come here and watch her beat the crap out of me yet again for your amusement.
No. Tomorrow's show
Actually
is
means thank
beating
you
up
very much.
him.
I'm going to come watch this show.
Why are you all happy for that?
Because
All
Alex is
3 of us are going to be beating on you tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Enjoy the con. I have one thing to say on a more serious note. Tonight at 9 o'clock, I know there's a lot of things going on at the con. If you don't have something scheduled for 9 o'clock, look on your program guide. There is a Cassie memorial at 9 for Cassandra Hodges. If you want to take a few minutes to laugh and to cry and to kind of commemorate someone's passing on that was important to the anime community, please come to the Cassie Memorial and watch video of yet another blonde girl beating me up. Since she flipped me on my head in Texas.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Job.
With no mats. That was me getting flipped onto it. The main stage in South Padre Island was it was a deck. I mean, we were over the water, so it was and that's what she flipped me on. Did you see that? She was supposed to do that after I did the test cutting, just in case getting thrown violently on my head hurt. Did it hurt? Yes. Oh yeah, it hurt, and she got up and went, "Woo! I did it!" And my wife's over there going, "You go, girl!"
Let's not ever do that again.
That just seemed wrong.
Very.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Enjoy the con.